Hi, this is Sue Maree P and my name's Sue. Do you get bored with the same old thing for breakfast? I do. I love variety. Even for breakfast, I can't wake up and eat the same thing every day. So I discovered doing baked oats, but I've kind of swapped it. I like more berries than oats, so I've called it baked berries with crunchy oats. It's like having dessert but for breakfast. So think of it like an apple crumble or a berry crumble, but not so much sugar. That's what I will share with you today. So step one, you need to turn your oven on to 160 degrees C with a fan. And I've got little ramekins. I've done it two ways. I've done it in my rectangular lasagna dish or in individual ramekins. I prefer the ramekins because then breakfast is already served. There's only two of us here, so this will make breakfast for 3 days. And it keeps in the fridge for, I don't know, I'm kind of guessing because we never have them left over, maybe up to a week. So I'm just brushing the little ramekins with a bit of butter. You can use coconut oil. I was inspired by a Swedish recipe and I've kind of tweaked it and played around with it. So that's done, pop that to one side. For the next part, I thought I'd zoom you in. I'm just grabbing an extra bowl. If you are doing it in a larger casserole dish, you can do this straight into the dish. But I've got a box of berries. These are raspberries. They're called halon here. 225 grams. I like frozen berries because I just have them in the freezer on hand. So I'm going to pop all the raspberries in. And I've got these blueberries. I'm just going to do half the blueberries. So let me just weigh this out. I've got 225 grams. I'm going to do about 100 grams. That's just because in these little ramekins, that's all I need. I'm going to use the rest of those for pancakes either tonight or tomorrow. And you can mix and match your berries. If you've got fresh berries in the house, you can use those. This is just what I do. And into that, I don't do a lot of sweetener, but I'm just going to do, it's about a tablespoon of maple syrup. Or you can swap it out and toss in some white sugar, brown sugar, leave this out. Last week I did lemon zest, but I've run out of lemons. So today I'm going to do vanilla. I've got this magical vanilla from Mexico. A friend of ours went there and he brought it back for me. And it's so delicious. It's like the best gift you could give someone. Baked goods or ingredients for baking. So thanks, Roberto. And sometimes I tweak it and do more blueberries to raspberries. But it just depends on what I feel like. So for the crunchy top, I do oats. If gluten-free is important, make sure they're gluten-free oats. These are regular. And I've got some walnuts here I chopped up for another recipe and had left over. Let me just measure them out. I've been baking all day, so I've run out of things. So I'm just doing dessert spoonfuls. So that's about 3. You can do sunflower seeds, sesame seeds. That's a half teaspoon. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of cardamom. And I like adding a little bit of ground ginger for a bit of zing, but that's optional. And in here I've got my butter that I melted in the microwave. I did 2 bursts of 30 seconds, or you can do it on the stovetop. 60 grams or a quarter of a cup. And if you're avoiding dairy, make sure it's dairy-free or use the coconut oil. And I don't put any extra sugar in here. You can add a little bit of sugar if you like, but I don't think it needs it. And I've got the ramekins sitting on a tray just so it's easy to bring in and out of the oven. I thought I should just clean up my tray before I pop it in the oven, otherwise it's going to stick to the tray. Okay, take 2. The tray's clean now. I'm going to bake these for 30 minutes and I can't wait to show you. The baked berries are cooked, cooled down. I've done some photographs and they look delicious. It's not my breakfast time, but I'm a bit hungry anyway, so I'm going to try one for you. I forgot to mention, depending on how many seeds and nuts you use, if your mixture looks too dry after you've put the butter in, you might want to put a dash of milk, like a tablespoon or 2. I didn't need it today. I needed it last week, but I didn't need it the week before, so I'm not sure. I just mix and match to whatever I think is needed. Look at that. you've got this kind of like gel-like berry mix underneath and the crunchy oats on top. I could just stand here and eat this all. Let me know in the comments below if you give my baked berries with crunchy oats a go. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here today. Hit the thumbs up. And if you like what you see and you want to help support me, pop a little donation below, or you can click the PayPal link in my description box. Every little bit helps me keep doing this as a job, which I do full time. Thanks again for watching, and thank you for your support. And I'll see you next time. Bye, or hej då, as they say in Sweden.